you think about it, it's kind of like a turtle up against a tiger type moment. It feels like it.
Turtles have a pretty good. Actually, no, I don't think turtles.
Have you never seen a turtle getting bitten by a crocodile before?
I don't want to think about it for now because I like turtles. But we're gonna jump into the game. We're actually at the ruins here. Get high. Already running into heavy though, taking some pretty big heavy fire. But unfortunately, the latch. Oh, the leash came too late, but we have a one already. Jonah though hitting the ground as well. Tash. Both teams down to 2 players.
I love this. I feel like we had really knocked down Heavy's comp earlier.
Don't cry.
As Wasana gets a nice knock onto a player, knocked down already. Wasana here going huge with the 3, and now it's Alan against a 2. A great opening there by Heavy. They did everything right, get high fairly early. Jonah as well in that first wave of, I would say, aggression. But then Buriram United, their layers when it comes to these fights are there to quickly trade out. Boy, Don't Cry and Mufasa as well. And now the zone's shifting. And who's inside of the zone in control of 2 different angles is Buriram United. They have crossfire set up. If Alan crosses, he's basically dead. They have elevated positions. Alan crosses and he rushes through, takes a lot of damage forward. Wasana and him are just going to be moving around each other. But Wasana's movement with that Tatsuya was just a bit much to deal with. They had a 360 shot to the face. Disgusting stuff.
Man, Wasana is popping off in game number 1. Yeah, I knew giving Tatsuya away to Buriram was already a pretty big mistake, especially with the fact that Wasana starts the match with 4 eliminations to his own name. Like, this is how much this man can make Tatsuya work. Like, there are a few players in the world of Free Fire that can really utilize Tatsuya, and I think Wasana in particular, he is probably, in my opinion, the best Tatsuya in the entire game, especially when Tatsuya was actually very meta for such a long time. Like, he's mastered the use of this character. So even though we had these nerfs, a few nerfs actually hit the character, it has not impacted Wasana at all. And look at him, setting up for the team already with the blue rule, running forward. It's Don't Cry Mufasa on the side of Heavy, trying to start things off, but you're going up against 3. And look at Mufasa, he got clipped.
Yeah, a lot of damage here forward. Don't Cry here out in the open. Will be punished. Both players knocked down. At the very least, they got 1 to their name, but it is not enough. Now on the back end here, Heavy taking heavy losses right now as Wasana is going to bring back his teammate into the game. All alone, stuck in a corner here. Boy, what are you going to do? Just gonna wait.
It's
throws out
the Iris.
some damage, yeah. You want to expect the Iris to do something, but you can't.
I mean, alone, there's really not much Iris can really do. They're just going to wait for Bui to have to leave his compound. I mean, Moshi did get clipped. He's slowly bleeding out. They're just going to leave him. All right, I guess they don't need Moshi. But yeah, Bui, 3 versus 1. Yeah, I mean...
Okay.
Man, I just wish I could break that game down, but I just can't.
I feel like just now Heavy just got a bit too greedy there. They rushed forward. They wanted to get the airdrop. Fine. That was good plays all around. You had the Cassie close by as well to give some help. But the double swing out here to just really corner them, isolate them from each other is even worse as well. And then suddenly everything went wrong. You are relying so much on your Iris to be able to hit that backline, and it's just not working out.
You're also relying on your front line as well. Like, there's a lot of pressure for Cassie to perform, and whether they decide to go forward with Don't Cry or Alan, it's sort of up to the team. It was Don't Cry and Mufasa moving together in that first matchup. They're actually I feel like they're too reliant on having Chrono and Cassie to set things up for the team. So again, we've got Don't Cry Mufasa in the front line, but Alan is here to provide support. So maybe this is the time for them to come back.
Oh, this is so interesting right now as Alan falls. Wasana rushes forward. Perfectly played. Put a lot of damage to the Hey Don't Cry as well. And Mufasa now on the back foot falls. And Don't Cry as well. Wasana traded out here. And everyone falling like flies. Bui barely alive. And now we're going hunting, ladies and gentlemen. Jonah definitely heard the footsteps there. Saw the glue wall. Has a slight idea where the last player might be. Waits in the wings. And a jump shot to the face is enough to give Buriram United another round to their name.
Just looking at how Heavy is trying to make this lineup of theirs work. Having just Cassie and Chrono up front, I mean, there are going to be situations where this combination can work, but the problem here is Buriram, their lineup perfectly functions with 3 up front. Oscar, Tetsuya, Koda. They don't need Moshi there because Moshi's, the whole point of Moshi, right, is he's the sniper. He's the one to do the backline damage. So for Heavy, I think they can't really just have Cassie and Chrono.
Buriram United here just pressing the W key forward super aggressively. Ffws and Get High both taking their own fights forward, isolated through the middle, cut through the map as Moshi, great opening onto Bui. And that is their Iris down. Rushes through here. Get High has an idea that there's someone playing near the containers, but decides to move back. First blood taken already as Get High breaks the utility. And in the back line here, you have Jonah and Wasana making a meat grinder. And immediately the executes happen. Rushing through, getting those lives. It's done. And Alan here all alone on an island. No hope, no space, an elevated space to work with as well against a 4. And they're not going to give him grace for an isolated 1v1. Gets him in the end. Nice shot to the face to Wasana. But Moshi there to clean up. And there we go. 3 in a row already for Buriram United.
3 in a row. Flawless matches. Just very, very few mistakes. I'm not going to say no because I think there have been a couple of maybe missteps in Buriram. But Heavy, they're just not able to capitalize on any of these mistakes that Buriram are making. And I think, again, it just goes back to this lineup they picked. Like, yes, it's a great lineup if you can perfectly execute it. It's just, you're up against a team that is basically pulling off their lineup better than you are. Even though you've tried to go for a lineup that somewhat counters them, right? Like, if someone rushes you, what's the first thing you think of? Range. You would think a sniper. You'd think Iris. But in this game, like, I just feel like for Boy, right? He is still struggling, even though he has access to Iris and her ability. It's just such a tough game. Unless you get that immediate headshot that gets the immediate knockdown for you, for your team, you're not going to stop this Buriram train.
Definitely slow down quite a little bit here. Slowly taking up space. Buriram United. Nice nade! Straight to Hayden Cry's face. Forced to go for the revive. As Jonah and Wasana doubles down. Another nade to the face and Hayden Cry gets blown to smithereens alongside her teammate there. Cannot hold on. But a nice shot by Alan onto Wasana. That's the opening that he wanted. Get High away, very, very aware of this as well. Hiding in the wings. Making sure that he's not going to be able to be found at all. Isolated fights done. His teammates rallying forward to find a nice angle to work with. Immediately Jonah finds Bui out of the picture. Alan in a 1v1. Get High barely alive. But he's just wasting time. Waiting for his teammates to collapse over. The blue zone should be able to steal him away. And that's it. That's the round. Moshi just so quick to clear it out.
That was such a smart play from Get High. He knew that if he just kept them busy, that the rest of his team would come in and just basically clean up for them. And just, I mean, this is the experience coming through for Buriram. Like, them realizing, okay, Get High doesn't need to get the elimination himself. If you waste time, if you keep Alan busy, someone's going to come in and help you. And that's when Moshi comes in, we see there. Right there, that final elimination. So Buriram up to match point for game number 1. So if Heavy wants to stay in this, they have to win the next 6 games in a row. But can they pull that off? And so far, things are not looking too great, but there's always, always, always a chance for things to turn around. And so far, look at Get High, though, being swarmed by 3 and being chased down. But in the backlines, Wasana trying to go for a chase himself. Get High, get sniped on the side of Buriram. And maybe this is where things turn around, but Boy's on the ground.
Oh no, you thought that it's gonna be really bad when Get High falls, but there's always a trade happening on the background as well. The layers of their aggression and attacks is just so much to deal with. Alan's definitely spotted out one member, but it doesn't mean he's not being tailed at all. Wasana is always going to be somewhere close. Moves away here, makes sure not to get isolated in these positions. And he understands there's a few more people around him as well. A 3v3, excuse me. Still work to be done. Ooh, Moshi looks to equalize. Finds Bui as well. Jonah, great work on that. As the rest of Buriram United